Hi, welcome to Think Human. I'm Chris, and in this video I want to talk about the all or nothing mentality. The all or nothing mentality, it's any time when people want to change themselves, when they want to go on a diet, they want to lose weight, when people want to start exercising, when they want to start learning a new skill or really put their mind or concentrate on something, some monumental, great big task that they need to do some change in their life. So, for example, you have some kind of a person who is overweight, and so they think, now I'm going on a diet for a month, and instead of eating potato chips and candy bars and chocolate and stuff like that, I will now eat like broccoli smoothies and fruits and vegetables and things like that, and overnight, just like that. Now, the issue with that is that human beings, we change gradually, we grow and evolve, so these kind of changes from one extreme to another extreme really don't work, and this is why people fail so often when they put themselves into a new exercise regime or a new diet, or they want to change some habits or things like that. It's difficult to go from 100 to 0 or 0 to 100. This is just not how human beings work. So instead of people going on this all or nothing mentality, it should be gradual changes. And why this all or nothing mentality is really bad and unhealthy is also the reason that, let's imagine this person is going on a diet, let's say for 3 days, they were able to eat fresh fruits and vegetables and their broccoli smoothies and all of this kind of thing, and then on the 4th day, they ate the candy bar or something. And then what happens? This person is like, oh, how could I do this? I absolutely failed. For 3 days I could do it, and then on the 4th day I absolutely failed. I ate the candy bar, and now I have to collapse everything, and I'll just relapse and start eating junk and potato chips and stuff again because this one single candy bar. And this is similar in addiction and many things where people are trying to change their habits. But instead, what is the most useful and best way for this person is to think, okay, so I guess 3 days is my limit. 3 days of resisting this urge and temptation, and then on the 4th day, okay, that was my breaking point. But instead of focusing on the failure that happened on the 4th day, they should focus on the success of actually being able to do it for 3 days straight. And then they should forgive themselves for this one failure. Failure is a part of life, like we all know, I know. So we have to get used to it. It's not all or nothing. You have still made progress if you have done diet for 3 days. You can fail and eat a candy bar, and that does not have to lead you to fail and just say, oh, what's the point? I'm gonna fail anyway tomorrow. No, you have to keep going. The best way to make changes in life are gradual changes. Instead of overnight going from junk food to super healthy food, you will go, I'm making a conscious effort, not for a month, but for the foreseeable future, to change my life and start moving in the direction that I want to change. So maybe in a week or in a month I will cut out a few pieces of chocolate or candy bars, and maybe I will start adding a little bit more healthy food. Maybe I'll start walking a bit more. Gradual changes that your mind can actually keep up with. Otherwise, it's incredibly difficult because habits are really built into us. It is possible to change habits. It's absolutely possible to change habits, but it's difficult, especially if you're making extreme change right away. It's like coming off drugs. You don't want to go cold turkey and just stop altogether. You gradually reduce the dosage of whatever you're taking. In this case, same way. You gradually introduce healthy ways of whatever you want to change in your life, and not be upset that you fail, because failure is a part of it. If you focus on failure, then we fail even more. Focus on the good that you have been able to do so far. As I say, baby steps, baby steps. Every little bit helps. Every right move, every right action, every step in the right direction is a victory, is a win that you should be proud and happy with, and that should be a power of motivation for you. The failure does come, and you should accept failure, but you should try to avoid failure as much as possible. And this is, when you think about it, you see this so much with people. Most people have this all or nothing mentality, that I either absolutely do it and I succeed, or if I get only 99% of it, then I'm a failure and then it's pointless. This is an incredibly useless and unpractical way to make any changes in your life. So I guess this is what I wanted to talk about, that all or nothing mentality really doesn't work. You should be proud of the things that you do, and every little bit helps, every small change, and those small changes build up into actually accomplishing the goal that you want. So it needs to be more of a change in perspective, that you consciously want to steer your life in a new direction, and you start to do it slowly and gradually with the pace that you can keep up with, so you can slowly change your habits as well. So this is just a video that I made for a friend. We were talking about this, and I think it's important to understand and appreciate that it's not all or nothing. Every little bit helps, and this is as we grow. This is how we grow as human beings. You don't get all of the knowledge all at once if you're learning something. It always comes little by little, and your mind has time to adapt to this new thing, and to not let the failures that you consider failures to be negative. If you're on a diet for 3 days and on the 4th day you eat a candy bar, that is not a failure. That just shows that your limit is at the 4th day. We're all human. We have our limits. So this was a limit. But eat that candy bar and then keep going in the direction you were going. And with any analogy in life, if you have a setback, that is normal. Accept it as what it is and be happy that you made it so far and keep going. That's my point about that. So I hope you got some thoughts from this. If you have any thoughts, please share them in the comments. And of course, thank you so much for watching, and take care.